Have you done a marathon? It's a question every runner gets asked, both by runners and non-runners alike. It's a challenge that commands respect, and one that anyone who runs has probably thought about at some point. I know I have. In fact, it's been sitting in the back of my mind for a while now, an itch I've been meaning to scratch. 26.2 miles, or 42 kilometres, is a long way. A real test of endurance, stamina, and mental toughness. And finally, I decided it was time to stop wandering and go for it. Hey guys! So this could be a huge mistake. I obviously ran quite a bit last year. Never anything this far. In fact, I've never run anything this far. It's a lovely day for it though. Quite cool, not too windy, a bit wet underfoot. It's a bit sloppy, like my feet aren't getting perfect grip every time, which I guess over this distance will begin to have an effect on my energy, but can't really complain. Here's the largest wind farm in the UK, with 215 turbines spread across 55 square kilometres and a web of trails and maintenance roads in between. I see how wind turbines can be an eyesore, disrupting the natural landscape, but there's something undeniably striking about seeing just so many of them in one place. It creates a mystical scene, almost like stepping into a futuristic dystopian world. I've explored parts of the site before, but only short distances around the two car parks on either side, so I was looking forward to venturing deeper, immersing myself in the vastness of the place and truly feeling the scale. Really starting to get a sense of just how big it is here. 360 degrees. There are wind turbines literally everywhere you look. Crazy. I fell into the therapeutic rhythm of a long run, the steady repetition of footsteps keeping time like a metronome, allowing me to forget the distance ahead and simply enjoy the moment. It's times like this that I really love running, when it almost feels like meditation. Look at that view. There's something like 150 kilometres of trail here. I'm somewhere in the middle at the moment, and I've not seen another person in about 45 minutes. It's lovely. So I think I'm about a third of the way through, and I'd say my legs are beginning to start to feel it. Getting a bit of tightness in the outer thigh. My feet are starting to feel a few of the pressure points. Feel good, okay, but my word, this could get bad. This could get very bad. So I've just passed through halfway, 21 kilometres. Legs are definitely beginning to feel it, especially after a couple of the hills just then. I'm going to go for the first of my 2 energy gels. This is what long distance runners have, right? So hopefully this gives me a bit of a boost. I have no idea how many of these I should have, how regular, whenever, I don't know. I'm sure you could let me know in the comments, but I figured 2? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Ooh, kind of like jelly. Not bad. I love that running is such a pure and simple form of exercise. Sure, there are shoes, watches and heart rate monitors, but at its core, it's just you and the trail. That's why I always run without headphones. I just love the simplicity of it. It forces you to be fully present, with no distractions or artificial motivation from music or podcasts. And that same mindset shaped how I wanted to approach this marathon. I didn't want the crowds, the hype or the cheering. I just wanted open space, good weather and beautiful scenery. My legs now are in quite a bit of pain. My knees are starting to feeling it. There's definitely some blisters forming. It's kind of what I expected. You know, I was expecting it to get to a point where it's difficult, what I was looking for, but it does feel like there's still a very long way to go. Maybe another hour and 15? I don't know. So hard to tell. I'm definitely starting to slow down a bit. Got about 10k to go now, and it's become rather painful. Each step is quite difficult now. There's not any choice, I've got to keep going. I've got one more energy gel, which maybe I can take to try and get me through this last push. Oh my pace has dropped and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm in now. It's gotten to that point where every step is just pain. My legs are so tight. Every single step, my legs are screaming at me to stop. This is hard. What have we got? 7k's left. Nice of this gate to appear to give me an excuse to stop for 30 seconds, but come on, let's go. Let's get this done. 7k. Let's go. Oh, starting's hard. Oh.
I wanted to test myself against something truly difficult. I wanted to see how I'd handle the suffering and hardship. Despite all the running I'd done over the past year, I'd never reached a point where I was close to breaking or close to quitting. And in a way, that's kind of what I was searching for in this run. To find out if I could embrace the discomfort, if I could last the distance. I believed I could, and this was a chance to push myself to the limit and see if I was right.
Literally got 2 kilometers left, but I've had to stop to try and just massage my legs a little bit. They're cramping up so hard. Isn't there supposed to be something called runner's high, where you kind of get euphoric? We're in, this is the final 500 meters. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh. Oh my God. Wow. Oh, oh my word. Wow, that was as tough as I thought it was going to be. Oh, my legs. Oh. I saw someone describe a marathon as a 10k run with a 20-mile warm-up, and that kind of describes yesterday perfectly. The first 30 kilometers were kind of as expected, quite manageable, and then I just fell off a cliff, just hit a wall of pain that stuck with me, just getting worse and worse the closer I got to the end. There was a really big hill at about 5k off that just completely saw me off. Just from then on, my legs were cramping with almost every step. But I think up until 30k, my pace was actually pretty good, pretty consistent. Half marathon, I think I did in about a 1:45, which is pretty good. I think my second best. Up to 30k was about 2.5 hours, and then that last 12 kilometers took me way too long, just unbelievably difficult. My pace just slowed massively and there was nothing I could do about it. But that was to be expected. I haven't ran long distances at all over the last 1.5 years. I've done a lot of short runs, done 1 or 2 longer runs, but my legs just aren't conditioned for that amount of abuse in a day. I guess the real reason I did it was because if you'd have asked me, could you do a marathon? I would have said, yes, I can do. And I guess this was kind of just about proving to myself that I could. I knew it would be tough and I knew it would be brutal. I'd like to be a little bit more fitter at the end and feel a bit more capable, not like I was hanging on by my fingernails, but yeah, it's still done. So at least now I can answer that question that yes, I have done a marathon. What's the next thing gonna bring? I don't know. Anyway, time for breakfast, I think. And then maybe a morning with the muscle gun. Oh. Thank you for hanging along with me, sticking with it. We'll see you on the next one. Oh.